How much do you know about police brutality and the race war?
I actually know, I don't know too much, like in different counties or different cities, but I follow it a little bit.
What do you define as police brutality?
My definition of police brutality is when the person is being compliant with everything that the officer is asking for, and the officer is still going overboard, like with being very aggressive with the cuffs or the language or anything like that.
How do you feel about the way the media portrays this?
I feel like they only show certain views, just like with the black and white and stuff like that. They show more white cops with the black community being brutal that way instead of like black cops and white community or same race interacting. So that they pretty much try to portray as like we're being racial towards the black community or certain races or ethnic groups, anything like that.
Do you feel that the community and law enforcement are racially biased? And if so, against who?
I don't actually. Are there certain people that don't like certain races? Yes. And are some of those people cops? Yes. But it's the same with the community. You may pull up to a house where there's a Caucasian family, black family, whatever. And me being a black cop, if I pull up to a Caucasian family's house, they may not like black people. But most of the time, they don't really show it. Because I know there's been a few times that I've been to houses and they were racist, but they still show respect because of the uniform. But in uniform, you just gotta put it aside. Even if that is your view, or if that's how you see things, you gotta put it aside because you gotta be equal all across the board.
What action would you justify as using excessive force?
Excessive force. Alright. Me having someone, just like if I have you in cuffs, and like I said, you're complying, even if you're not complying, and you're just running your mouth, but you're not bucking at me, like if I just go off and just like hit you, or tase you, or pepper spray you while you're in cuffs, or while you're down, that's excessive force.
What can the community do to change the situation?
The community, well actually it has to be the community and the local law enforcement agency, because the community, just like the law enforcement can't do it on their own, the community can't do it on their own. They're going to have, what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, they both have to work together to get it where it needs to be. The community, they can actually come out, and if they see an officer, just like a simple hi, how you doing, or thank you for what you do, or whatever, that actually builds
trust.
Yeah, with the community and the force. And the same thing with being out on patrol or being in the school or anywhere. You just go by, hey, how you doing today? Or make a little joke or whatever. It starts. Now, other than that, like community functions that the county or the state or whatever they have going on, even if an officer isn't asked to be there, if they just go out and just walk around, talk to people, speak to people, whatever, that'll be a start as well. So the community, as long as the community is willing to accept law enforcement or to build that trust or to bring it together, then there would be some ways, like just the community functions and the just showing up, hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? that'll help.